Good morning. Today we are doing my half and half scallop and mini point ruler. It's new. And I absolutely love it because you're going to have your, when you fold it in half, let me show you an example. You're going to have half scallops and half mini points. And I think it's so cute. And I'm going to do, believe it or not, a Christmas one. Lindsay likes this fabric, and when she wants me to make her something, I'm like going, okay, Lindsay likes something I make, which is awesome. So this is going to go in our bedroom. Then I want to do something that's totally different. This one. I love the fabric. Odd, different, you know, I like odd. So that's what we're going to do. These are 16-inch pillows. Well, today I'm going to do 18. I absolutely love this fabric. I think it's cute. I love vintage. I love odd, as you know, because I'm a little odd. So first of all, what you want to do is cut your fabric 18 by 18, okay? Because you're going to have a fluffy, big 18 by 18 inch pillow. Then what you want to do is put your zipper on. I personally like the zippers that you cut because I buy them on a roll. You get 3 feet, and I got them. Pam DeMore has them, and also so does Annie's. And I like them because I get 8 pulls, or how many ever pulls come with them, and I can make them as long and use as many as I need. So let's say you want it about there. Well, let's even that out. That'll drive me crazy. Okay. So you put that over there. So then what you do, make sure that you comment. The drawing today is I'm going to give away one of the half and half rulers. Okay, because this is directional, and my grandmother always put, because that's how I'm taught, she always had me put your zippers at the bottom, because in those days the pillow forms were kind of really icky. She made her own, she stuffed them, she did all that stuff. She put a zipper in them also. Grandma was pretty above her time. So you put the side that's going to zip up, down. Then you put the flat part against the bottom of the pillow at the bottom. Then because I'm the pin queen, and I mean the pin queen, and if you're using a Bernina, here's what the zipper foot looks like. And on the 830, it's the 4D. Okay, so you pin it at the bottom. And I've got a lot of old pins, new pins, every kind of pins. I need just to buy a whole new set one day. I'm doing on both bottoms, and because they're both directional. Okay, do it on the other one. Once again, it's directional. Make sure you comment, so you put your name in for the drawing. And make sure you put the teeth side down. Once again, the teeth side down. The flat side at the bottom of the pillow. And once again, I'm giving away a free half and half ruler. It's just cute. Just as cute as a button. If you use it as a binding, you'll have half scallops on one side and mini points on the other. I think this fabric is just Absolutely adorable. Haven't figured out the kits. We'll have about 5 kits next week. We haven't had time to figure it out because I get wild hairs and change my mind often. What a shock, huh? Of what I'm going to do. Icky needle. Another icky needle. Okay, then what you're going to do is all you're going to do is sew it right down here because you just want to attach it. The nice thing about the Bernina, it already locks it, so I don't have to back stitch or anything. When you will, and just cut your threads. Let me do the other one. Now we cut the beginning one. Now we do the other side. And if you have a walking foot, just do it on, put it on because it makes it much more smooth. That's what I love about the 830. It's got an even smooth foot. Okay, then what you want to do is you want to line it up right by the teeth so it looks really good because you're going to sew right along the teeth so it's perfect. Oh, this is the easiest way to do a zipper in the whole wide world. I've done it the hard way. Grandma made me do it the hard way. Remember, I was 4'9" entering high school. So I had to make all my own clothes. It was yippee skippy yay, you know? And she had me line my Barbie doll clothes. It was way a lot of fun, honey. But I thank her. She was amazing. She was absolutely amazingly talented. A woman could do anything. Let me do the other side. Is this the cutest fabric you've ever seen? Oh my gosh. It reminds me of the farm. so cute. Oh, my hubby's home, so he's walking around with the dogs. Sorry. Usually they're pretty quiet.
Can you hold it up so that they can see it?
Okay, what I'm doing is just putting it right to the teeth, and then I'm going to do a little stitch right here. And then you have a perfect zipper. I just like zippers because I don't want to wash the whole pillow form. Oh, honey, when I was young, I had the same pillow form. I changed my pillows on my couch like people change their underwear. I got wild hairs, and I think, oh, wouldn't that be cute? And I use the same pillow forms over and over and over. But I didn't do zippers because I thought, nah. But now I just do zippers because it's so much easier. I think it's because I was fighting against what Grandma taught me. You know how when somebody forces you to do stuff, you kind of do the opposite? Well, she was pretty smart. And I wish I would have done what she taught. She was amazing. And now I do. I just thought, oh, why fight it? She did it for a reason. Hello. You know? And she was absolutely, positively right. Okay. Then what I do is I take it and I sew it right along the edge. And because I have black zipper, I want to use black, and I want it to look amazing. So take your time. Rome wasn't built in a day. Make sure you put a comment in so you can win a free ruler. If you're just signing in, okay, that doesn't look quite perfect because I looked over there and I shouldn't have. Let me just fix it for a sec so it looks perfect. I have issues, honeys. And it's okay. There we go. There we go. It's done. Let me do the other side. And there's your zipper. And let me go do the other side, and then I'll show what you do after that. then what you do is you match this together so they're the same length. You're going to cut them off later, but then you take your little zipper, and what you have to do is you take the front of it, and it's got that little, this little dip guide, so you have to match them here and here, and you have to pass through twice, and you hang on to it, and sometimes I can get it the first time and sometimes I can't. Ha ha. Once again, that little spot right there. I love these zippers. I have every color. I'm a bulk buyer. Ask Lindsay. And then the third time. It's because I lived on a farm. You only went shopping once a month. If you didn't have it, you didn't have it, so. There we go. Next, what you do, behind you, Lindsay, is a strip of mini point scallops. And then I don't have to start from the beginning. Underneath. Okay. Yep. Okay, so what you have to do, once again, it's not exactly the same colors, but I'll show it. So what you do is take two pieces of fabric right sides together. When you add on length, this is cut in a 4-inch strip. Okay? Add on length, you do it at a 45-degree angle, not cut on the bias. It is selvage to selvage, just like your binding. Okay. So you place this on top of your fabric. You trace around the ruler. Mark your endpoints, mark your centers. Please mark everything that is on this ruler. I have a reason for everything on my rulers. Okay. And let's say you have 4 lengths of fabric. To make this ruffle, you have 4 lengths of fabric, 2 different colors. So it's the 40 inches wide, 4 inches. So that would be 4 times 4 is 16 inches twice, 2 different colors. So you'll have 4 lengths and 4 lengths. So 8 lengths total, but 2 different colors, 4 and 4. Okay? Then does that make sense, Lizzie? Okay. So 2 different colors, 4 lengths of 4 inches each. Okay? Then every 4th hump I put a pin, I roll it up so the fabric doesn't shift. You drop your stitch length to a 2, use your 1/4 inch foot. Okay? When you get down, this is your guide. This is your guide. This is your sew line. When you get down to your end point, you want to come down, stop, pivot, do 1 stitch across, 1 stitch across, 1 stitch across. Once again, anytime you have a deep V, you have 1 stitch across. When you get here, this is your guide. That's your sew line. When you get down to your end point, you want to come down, stop, pivot, do 1 stitch across, 1 stitch across, 1 stitch across. Then you cut it 1/8 of an inch from your sew line. I don't know if I've got my pushers down here. No, I don't. I didn't bring them down. I don't know why. Then you cut 1/8 of an inch from your sew line. Then I have my pushers. They're upstairs. Hang on, I get them. Un momento. In the meantime, while she's doing that, let me show you what you can do. I've got 2 different colors. The nice thing to do, I can show you this. When you're doing your stuff, your flowers, you have to remember what you're going to do. You can either do the top, 2 different colors. So make sure you know what you want on the bottom and what you want on the top. Okay, this one, on the bottom, I did the cute little lights. The top, I did the stripe. On this one, I did the bottom was the stripe, the top was the lights. So then you can see which one you like the best. I'm going to do one pillow one and one the other because they're going to be on the same couch. I just want a little variance because I thought it was going to be really cute. So before you make whatever you're making, decide what you like or try a little sample to see which one you like the best. Thank you so much, honey. Okay. Then you cut it 1/8 of an inch from your sew line like you do when you applique because you want to get rid of all that extra fabric you don't need. You can clip it, you can pink it, but it's too much work. I like life to be easy. Then you cut through one layer only, and that's why I got these cut lines. I couldn't put them all the way through, my rulers would break. Then you put right sides out. Then I have this little spray starch. Spray starch is like my favorite thing. Grandma's was a little stiff, but this is much better.
If you only need half of the scallop only on one side, how do you mark the fabric? She has a cape with scallops at the bottom and she'd like to duplicate the scallops.
If you only need half because you want something to hang on to, I would make it a little wider so you have something to hang on to and just do half of it. So if you only need, let's say, this much, I'd make it like this wide. So you have a little more space to hang on to because it's hard to hang on to when you only do half.
And we'll be doing your pillowcase, your Sweet Dreams pillowcase that has it at the bottom.
Oh yeah, then you're going to do half of it anyways.
Yeah.
And it'll show you exactly how to do it in the directions anyhow. Then all you have to do is, this is called the Mini Point Pusher. This one fits all sizes. It's also awesome for pushing out pillowcase corners, hot pads, anything that has a corner. So in the directions it'll show you how to do it anyways, and it's already easier because it's got length in that particular one. And this is so you don't end up in a rubber room from doing this or that. Okay, then I have the scallop. Basic same thing. You put your seam allowance on the end, stand it up, iron on it. This is made out of heat resistant macaron and you can iron on it. It is awesome. I like to make life easy. I don't like to do anything hard. Life is hard. We need to have fun. I like to have fun. That's what I got from my mother. Sense of fun. She'd always say, instead of cleaning the house, go to lunch. I didn't get that for a long time, but now I do. So here it is. Then what you want to do is fold it in half. So this is 4 lengths of fabric. Then I get my ruffler. This is absolutely one of my favorite. Get the one that goes with your particular machine. It's much better. It's much, 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 much better. So you just put it on. Okay. I put it on a 1. There's 1, 6, and 12. And there's a 0. So what you do is you stick it in. And it's got a slot to put it in, and then every stitch it's going to ruffle. It is the coolest thing. I, in fact, usually leave this on one of my machines at all times. I think I have 2 of them actually. I have one on the other machine. And don't go fast, you know? Just take your time. You want to catch everyone, make sure it's done well. The nice thing about this is it automatically starts making the flower. It's just beautiful. Make sure you put a comment in so you can win a free ruler. Next week I'm going to be doing a tea towel. It is so cute. I'll have Lindsay put that up after I go get it out of one of my many suitcases full of stuff. I didn't get a chance to go get it. Almost there, you guys. Okay. Okay. There. Now it's all ruffled. Is that the cutest thing you've ever seen? I think it's just adorable. Then what you need is you're gonna make the center part of the flower. Okay, girls, I'm getting old. Can't see. So what you do is you take, these are my favorite needles, bone, and because I can't see where's the crumb anymore, and they are size 11 applique needles. They're smooth as silk. They're just amazing. Lindsay, you'll have to take a little thing, and I can't see, so I got a threader. Then also, I don't like this thread to get all weird. Once again, my favorite two threads are Aurifil and Gudemund. I don't like a really, really, really long thread because then I think it's because I don't have long arms. And so that it doesn't get all yicky, I've got this stuff called Thread Magic. And I always put it on my thread. I think that's way too long for me, so I'll cut it off. Then all you have to do, whoops, sometimes it works right away and sometimes it doesn't. Nope, didn't thread it. There, it clicked down. Aha. See? We got it. Oh, I pulled it up and it was on something. There we go. We have a threaded little thingy needle. And I just make my knot at the end. Licking your fingers always helps. I don't know why, but it does. My grandmother say, yick. Yick your fingers, it always works. Well, of course, it's not doing a knot for me. Why is that? No. Probably because my fingers are so dry. There we go. Just cut off the line. Then I just want to make the center of the bulb. Okay. Got the ears and a bit undone. Okay, so what you want to do is start the bulb. Okay.
Hold it up.
What I'm just going to do is roll it so I can get the center of the bulb of that. Like that. Can you see it okay? And then also, if you're like me, where did I put my little dots? Oh, they're here somewhere. I use those Jalili dots because I always hurt my thumb or my finger when I'm doing this. I had to drop them on the floor. And I just keep rolling it until I get it how I like the way it looks. Okay, we'll look at this out, babies. Aha! Remember, creative minds are rarely tidy. That's what they say. I'm going to go to that one.
Are you going to be at the so-and-so in Georgia? The Sewing Expo?
Atlanta, yes. And then the next week I'm in Lakeland, Florida. And by then, I think I'll have my half hexies. Because those should be out by that time. I'm going to have two sizes. I'm going to have a 7/8 inch and a, I think it's a 1 3/4. Or 1 1/2. I haven't seen him for a while, so. And just do it until you like it. It doesn't have to look just like mine. It can be whatever. The nice thing about creativity, it's whatever works for you. And there's no wrong and there's no right. And that's the beauty of creativity. And that's what I love about it so much. And how you see something done isn't exactly how I see something done. Get a knot in this little baby. So you get what I'm saying. So you just do a bulb and you just keep going. And that's what you do. So let me go to my other one that I've got started. Make sure you put your name in so you can win a ruler. Let's put this on here so it doesn't dry out. Take this off. Move all my stuff. Now, what I do with this next. Oh, I gotta show you this first. To center this thing, good old hard fashion figuring stuff out. Make sure it's just all matchy-matchy. Make sure this is all matchy-matchy. Then we take our iron, find the center. Yippee skippy IA. This is where you sew your bulb. Okay? And see how I showed you the difference between the two? This is with the red on the bottom, and this is with I did the little bulbs on the bottom, and it just makes it just look a little different. So I sew this to the center. Then once you're done with that, you move this out of my way so I have a little more space. And I've already got it sewn here. Then I glue it. I made sure the glue was working. Let's hope it still is. Okay. Then what you do, it's all how you like the way it looks. Make sure it's all flat. Make sure you put your names in so you can win a free ruler.
Did you hand sew it to the bottom of the pillow fabric?
Yep. I hand sew the center to the bottom. And then once I get my center, my bulb of it, then I glue the rest, and then I zigzag it on. This is so cute. Oh my gosh, this is darling. I can wait for Christmas, but I think this is going to be darling to put out for Christmas. I think I'm going to do some with some buttons too. I thought of an idea the other day. Little covered buttons with some stuff. With this fabric. I think it'd be as cute as heck. And I made this 18 by 18 because I think this fabric is so cute. I wanted it to show a lot. Because it is just the most delightful fabric. It's so retro and cute and darling. I love the mini and the scallops together. I just think it looks so adorable. gosh, that's darling.
And at the end, you just tuck it in.
Yep. Just tuck it in. And the thing is, you can make it wider, which I think I might make it a little wider. Go pin a little of it. I used to sit and measure the whole thing. Talk about anal. But now I just do it more for how it looks. And if it looks a little lopsided, then I just fix it. Just a little bit because I want it just a titch bigger. That is so cute. Oh my gosh. I was going to do dots. And it wasn't a good red, but this is a really good red for it. Sometimes reds are hard to match. But this was a really, really good red. And I was like, okay. So I'll just move this out just a little. And when you're underneath, when you're sewing it, you make sure that there isn't any puckers underneath in the bottom part of the pillow. Just make sure it's flat. That's another thing you got to make sure you're doing, because you don't want it to be all off kilter and stuff. It's not hard. Once you've done a few, I've done a few. It's crappy. Yeah. There. Now we got it. There we go. I got it. Okay, now I'm going to start sewing because I know what I'm doing here. Okay, change your foot. Make sure you don't use this one. Not a good idea. Make sure you put on your walking foot too. Now, I'm going to change it to a zigzag stitch. Which one I want? I'll do this. And then I got to make it smaller so that it so wide it is. Let me get a different here. Can you hand me that little box that put right at feet right here? Yeah. The whole box. Thanks, honey. Thanks, honey. See, always check your length of your stitches and stuff. Make sure it looks okay too. Okay, a little wider. Ah, that's good. This little baby. And then I'm just going to zigzag it on. keep zigzagging it around. Go in circles. Make sure the bottom isn't all. Just make sure it's flat. Remember the old days when you could go through pins with your machines? It's really weird. Nowadays you can't. I don't know why. I often wondered that.
You're working from the center outward, right?
Always center outwards, because you want to get that center centered. Make sure you don't get one of the little goodies from the other. It's hard not to catch sometimes. The other ruffle from the other side. I just did. Anything you guys do, I've done a zillion times, guys. It doesn't exclude me, believe me.
Machine just lost its mind.
There. That's okay. Sorry, brief intermission. My machine just went wacko. For a moment. I was just fixing it. It still is wacko. You try it on and off. Gotta reboot for a sec.
What machine is that?
8:30. It tried to.
Bernina?
Usually it's pretty good, but I just. When I tried to thread it, and it didn't do it, and then it started doing its thing at the same time, so it was kind of like. Usually it's pretty darn good. Now it's doing its thing. That's fine. Sorry, slight intermission. It just was having an issue for a moment. It's a good thing I had to fix machines on the farm. That's all I can say. You know? Because we didn't take them anywhere, that's for sure. This machine and I have come to a finally figured out its issues, actually. You know? Every machine has its own personality. Every machine has its own personality. And you have to figure them out. And this one is no different than any other machine. And I have many. So it's, I finally figured it out. Which I'm really glad I have. Yeah, we had a hate-love relationship for a while, this machine and I. And then I figured out how to do its got sensors, and I figured out how to do its sensors so it would not keep driving me wacko. And now we have an understanding. Make sure the sensors didn't go off all the time. Because growing up I didn't have machines that had sensors. And this one definitely does. Mine were basic little machines. Done. Almost there. Sorry about the faux pas with the machine, honeys. And after this, it's clear sailing. Okay.
Could you do the points one color and the scallops another, or would it become too bulky?
That's what this is. Points are one color, scallops are another. It's exactly what I have. One is striped and one is not. One's the... I have one is the cute little... What are they called?
The mini points
The mini points.
and scallops.
Yeah, one is one color, one's the other. One is the cute little balls. Okay, so you got that. So now what you want to do is all you have to do is put right sides together. I do just like a 1/2 inch seam. I turn down the stitch length. Turn this jig on and off again. I need my metal foot. Too many feet, guys. And then I'm going to just pin it. And going through the zipper, I go back and forth several times because I don't want it to break. You know, after you've done it. Please put your name in so you can win a ruler. I'm sorry I've taken so long today. The machine was not happy with me today. And I'm going to move the stitch length to about a 2. Make sure the corners are together. Corners are together. It's going to be so flippin' cute. I love it. And then when you get down here, let's make sure that it's just at the end. You can see it, I don't know. So they line up. The teeth do. And then so you can open it up and make sure the zipper is far back. Okay. What that means is what today? I'm gonna throw it. Weird. I'm gonna go back and forth on that zipper a few times. go over the zipper. I do it like 3-4 times because I don't want it to come undone. Then what I do is I cut off the zipper so it's even. Then I always cut the corners because you don't want the bulk there. And you bring this out. That is cute. Gotta admit, that's pretty darn cute, guys. And of course, use your little pusher in the corner to get the corners out. Sorry, my hubby's upstairs. They're probably bugging the cat. That is flippin' cute. Okay, and what I usually do is press all the way around. I probably won't now because I'm trying to get this done for you guys. Then, brand new pillow, you guys. And I like it so it's puffy, obviously. That's why I make it the same size. Sorry. Is that cute or what?
Hold it up.
I think it's the cutest little thing. Now, that is a cute pillow. And that's it. And you got the cutest little pillow you've ever seen. Okay, now I'll do a drawing. Thank you for being patient. Sorry the machine went a little wacko for a minute. But that happens in real life, trust me. And the winner is Gina Kleppinger. Thank you for watching and thank you for being patient. And I think that is the cutest pillow. And God bless. And we'll see you next week. I got a cute tea towel. I'll bring it out and have Lindsay post it. It is the cutest. That's simple. That'll take me like no time at all.